Hey there YouTube, welcome back to another episode of Wrestling 101 The Basics. In this episode, I'm going to talk about how to do the wrestling shot. So, if you guys want more information on this video on the topic after this video, I'd recommend you guys go to Jeff Jordan's YouTube channel and check that out. He has some excellent content on it and is probably the foremost teacher who's taught me how to do the shot. But for this video, I'm going to talk about the basics so that you guys can get a good understanding of them as is. So, when doing the wrestling shot, you want to be in your stance, as we talked about last episode. Although you can do it from just standing, but obviously don't in a match, because your stance is, as I said in the last episode, where you want to be, your strongest in your wrestling stance. So, what you do is, if you're taking there's multiple types of shots. We'll start with the most basic, which is the drop step to a takedown. So, what I do is, I step. Then, once my foot is, I'm going to try and step. Imagine there's a guy's feet right here, and there's a little string tied between his feet. I'm going to try to step on that string. That way my leg is right in between his legs. Then, I'm going to drop to my front knee right here, so that my knee lands right behind his feet. Then, I'm going to bring my back leg up, just like this, and I'm going to keep my hands tight, and wrap around his legs if I'm going for a double leg or a single leg, whatever shot I'm taking. This is the most basic shot. So, from the front, it looks like step, drop to the front knee, bring the back leg up. That's your shot. So, from the other side, step, drop, step. And from behind, step, drop, step. In wrestling, you'll be wearing wrestling shoes like these, so it's okay to drag your back leg like I am. But in MMA, you're going to be barefoot, so even though there's a mat, I'd recommend not dragging your back leg. So instead, step, drop, and bring that back leg up without dragging it too much, because you don't want to get mat burn if you can help it. So then that's the first type of shot. It's called a power step, or a drop step, whatever you call it. It's the most basic shot. When a coach will tell you to take a shot, they usually mean that. But Jeff Jordan's favorite shot was called I think it was the angle knee step. Something like that. I have bad memory, but so the way that works, you step out at a slight angle. So for the last one, you step forward and then slide. For this one, you step out at a slight angle, and then you pivot, drop to this knee, and that's your shot. So you do this one from closer. So like if you're in the tie-up, the clinch, what you do is you step so that this foot is right outside of their outside foot, right? Then you drop, and you want your knee to land right in between their feet, and you come down and you grab around their legs like this for a head inside single. So the drop step is for head outside singles and for double legs mostly, although you could do a head inside single from it, but it's a little goofy doing it that way. This is a very short, fast shot. So Coach Jeff Jordan had us practice this one at his camp. Tons of reps, because very good shot. So again, you step at an angle, pivot, drop. So from the side, it looks like step, pivot, drop. From the back, step, pivot, drop. Step, pivot, drop. I'm practicing on concrete because that's what my basement is, but for later videos I'm going to have my buddy Zane and me use a wrestling room that we have. We have a mat there, but I'll do that once I'm doing videos that will require a partner. For these very basic fundamentals, I'm going to talk about them just by myself here so that I can get them done a little bit easier without bothering anybody, because I want you guys to have all the basics covered. So that's the second type of shot. And then there's also the double knee drop. You would do this possibly if you just really need to get down at the legs. I wouldn't recommend it 90% of the time, but yeah, you can drop to both knees. You can just drop straight down. Or you could even drop straight down to one leg or the other. But I can't think of very many situations where that is better than a power step, which really pushes the guy back. You get him back on his hips, you get deep. A lot of power that way. Or drop step it's called also. Or an angle knee drop, which is very good at cutting an angle so that you're not, right underneath of him so he can't sprawl as heavy on you, and then attacking that leg with a head inside. Head inside single, in my opinion, is probably the best shot there is, but head outside single and double legs are also essential. You want to be able to get good at your shot to be a good wrestler. Well, thank you guys very much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye-bye.